Hey, Go Kids! A few weeks ago, I was in my kitchen and I reached up in the cupboard and out fell one of my favorite cups to drink from. And my unforgiving tile floors, they broke my cup. You see, my cup not only has my very favorite animal on it, the elephants, it was a gift for me from my best friend when she was in Sri Lanka on a missions trip. Now, I could glue it back together again so it kind of is pieced together, right? But I'll never be able to drink out of it again. And just like my cup was broken in little pieces, my heart was broken because it was something that I treasured and I loved. You know what? This reminds me of what we talked about on Sunday. You know, there are a lot of things in life that happen that make us feel like our life is shattered. Maybe it's shattered dreams or hopes or a relationship, or you really wanted to make the basketball team and you didn't make it. Or a friend breaks your heart for something they did, or they were disloyal to you. Or maybe there's something going on in your home. Or maybe God didn't answer a prayer like you thought. Or maybe just something bad happened and it left you feeling like your life was in pieces. Well, this happened to a man named Nehemiah. Nehemiah was a Jew, and he was taken as a prisoner with all of the other exiles into the land of Babylon and then Persia. And Nehemiah was in the land of Persia, and he got some very terrible news. Nehemiah chapter 1, verse 4 says, actually verse 3, it says, "Then he said to me, those who survived the exile and are back in the province are in great trouble and disgrace." See, they had already gone back and they started to rebuild the city. "The wall of Jerusalem is broken down and its gates have been burned." Oh no! A city was known for its strength by its wall. And some of the walls were as big as houses, as wide as houses. People actually lived in the walls of the city. But the reason this was so terrible was if a city did not have a wall around it, any enemy could come in and rush in and overtake the city at no friction whatsoever. This was not good. So Nehemiah sought the Lord. Nehemiah worked in the palace in Persia, and God not only heard Nehemiah's prayer, but God set the king of Persia on Nehemiah's side. And as we learned on Sunday, God restored the wall. You know, God restores. And maybe it's not a wall that is broken down, but maybe it's our trust that is broken. Maybe it's our ability to dream is broken. I don't know what is broken in your life, but there have been things in my life that have been broken. And the one and only place that I know that I can go is where Nehemiah went. And he cried out to the Lord. He first acknowledged who God is. And today we acknowledge that God is a God who restores. And then he began to repent for his sins. Sometimes we need to repent for being prideful or thinking that we have a better plan than God. Or sometimes we need to repent for doing our own thing rather than asking God. Sometimes we need to repent for not having the right attitude. And then he asked for help from God. And God, the God who hears, the God who can, restores. He restores our trust. He restores our hope. He restores our faith. He restores our ability to dream. He restores relationships. He restores. God restores. Let him restore your life today.